Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to your reading. This is a reading for someone who is walking through a period of uncertainty, like feeling like this thicket of thorns and not sure of the path that lies ahead, like how the path or where the path is going to lead, what the outcome is going to be on the other side when they get through these dark, scary woods. So I've already pulled the 3 oracle cards for this reading, and then I'll pull some tarot. But with the thicket of thorns and uncertainty, we got Starry Night and acceptance. And I feel like Spirit is asking you to accept uncertainty and to understand that you're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. And even though this feeling of uncertainty doesn't feel good, we always want answers. The human always wants to control situations and know exactly what lies ahead and what obstacles you might encounter when you go through this dark, scary forest. But Spirit is saying, having an attitude of acceptance for this path being uncertain at this time is going to serve you really well. And this may be a really big change for you. So I'm looking at 41 here on the bottom, which 4 and 1 add up to 5, which is a number that represents change. And like change, you may be going through a period of a lot of things changing in your life, or something really important to you is changing, and you just don't know what's going to happen, and you're just feeling so much uncertainty, and this is feeling really unsettling. But the 3rd card that came out was really beautiful, and it was this bluebird of happiness, and it says bluebird spirit happiness. And I'm noticing all the animals, like the little insects and things, and there's a deer on this card. So animals may be spirit guides for you at this time. There's a deer and several butterflies on this card. This is making me think of Snow White, just like, you know, when she went into the dark, scary forest to escape her wicked stepmother. But, you know, there was a lot of uncertainty. She didn't know if she was going to make it. And she was guided by many, many beautiful creatures that supported her and helped her and guided her. So I do feel like there's definitely a strong message of spirit helpers around you at this time that will help you get through this period of uncertainty. And this beautiful bluebird has its own message for you. And it's saying you can still be happy and feel happy, even though you may not know what the outcome is going to be. And if you just step into this energy of acceptance that this is all part of the path, and you don't have to have it all figured out, and you don't have to wait to be happy, you know, until you get to the other side of the woods here, that you can be happy now. So let's get some tarot and see what this is about. So Spirit, what is this situation that this collective is facing? And I just noticed also this card says 43, which adds up to a 7, 4 and 3. And the Bluebird card has 7 on it. And 7s are my number of, it's a divinity, your spirit team. When you see 7s, for me, it's a sign that Spirit is very close by and guiding you. I said guarding you. So yeah, maybe there's like a protection around you also at this time. Wow, the 3 of Cups. This often, and this is how this is coming through right now for me, is like being surrounded by your spirit team. And there's 3 butterflies on this card here. So it's really giving me this feeling of you being supported by your spirit team at this time. Okay. They're holding you up. They're lifting you up. Is what's coming through that card. Okay, the 9 of Swords reversed. So yeah, this is a card where in reverse, it's an even like stronger feeling of like stress and worry and anxiety. Like this is the anxiety card and uncertainty. And it's like an extreme version of it. I mean, this is like sleepless nights, maybe even nightmares, and feeling almost a sense of despair. Yeah, I think that's why you're being like surrounded and protected by your spirit team. Like, see these three beings as three very important guides for you right now. These may be people like in your ancestral line also. It can be angels. I'm feeling actually like you have representatives from different parts of your spirit team surrounding you and protecting you at this time. It's even bigger than just three. The three may be like three passed on loved ones with those three butterflies and those three cups. That's feeling like the ancestral energy, but just Spirit just said to me clairaudiently that your spirit team is even bigger than that, and you're being held through this period of uncertainty. Okay, let's get one more. Okay, the Three of Pentacles. Interesting. So we have the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. So a lot of like energy of support around you, even though you're feeling like this kind of uncertainty and stress and worry. And the Three of Cups, the Three of Pentacles can both be cards of just like being with other people, working together. There's like a teamwork sort of vibe there. And it's also, they're kind of different energies. So the Three of Pentacles is work, and the Three of Cups can be play, like letting your hair down and relaxing. So that is something I feel like is a message that Spirit is sharing, like to help you deal with this uncertainty and the stress and the worry. Like, let yourself not work so hard. So this may be a work situation that's feeling very uncertain at this time. And Spirit's encouraging you to let your hair down and just have fun. And again, we got the happiness card here, and the Three of Cups can definitely be in alignment with happiness. Okay, Spirit, let's see. Okay, didn't even get a chance to come up with a question to ask. So get the Page of Wands here. Well, the Page of Wands is like having an adventurous spirit, enjoying the journey. Wow, these are really positive cards. Page of Swords and the Sun. Okay, so we're having two pages here. And, you know, the Sun is a card associated with happiness. It's coming out with a Page of Swords. Okay, and now we got the Page of Pentacles. Wow, 3 pages here. So hang on a second, because this is feeling very significant with all these threes that we have here. So we have the Three of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and now 3 pages. I feel like the pages, they're your messengers. You're getting these messengers all around you in the spirit realm, the animals around you as spirit guides also. And they're representing these 3 pages right here, right? So pages are messengers. Like this one's bringing a message about happiness. And this one is feeling like groundedness. And the Page of Wands is like that having fun, letting your hair down, a spontaneous energy. Like they're around you, they're encouraging you. Like Spirit's saying, can you tune into nature when you're outside and tune into the butterflies and the birds, especially around you? They're like little messengers, and they have things to say to you. And even the Page of Swords, it's the air element, right? The suit of air is the swords, and of course birds fly in the air, and it's like this little messenger of happiness. I just feel like Spirit wants to call your attention to how much support you have around you in the spirit realm, even when you may be feeling like alone, and like when you're in this feeling and you feel like you don't have the human support around you. Spirit's saying you have these little messengers from Spirit, and the reason why I feel like it's especially animal messengers is because the pages, they're very like young. You know, they're young at heart kind of energies. And even the sun is like a very childlike energy. And it's like, if you tune into animals, I know this is kind of a wild message here, but just let's go with this here. When you tune into animals, like they do have such a light energy, right? Butterflies and birds are just so like sweet and cute and carefree, and they, you know, don't get into feelings of uncertainty and worry and stress and anxiety. They just accept everything as is, and you know, they don't have the human, obviously, you know, it's hard to say, well, I can just forget all of my problems and just pretend like I'm, you know, a bird or something that doesn't have any worries. But it's just the message, and it's just the energy that Spirit is encouraging you to adopt. I'm really feeling that very, very strongly here. It's like, look around, focus on the beauty in the world around you. Getting out in nature can really like lift your spirits and get you out of this reverse Nine of Swords. So yeah, let me get a little bit more advice on this Nine of Swords. Okay, yeah, Six of Swords and the Devil coming out. Okay. Well, the Six of Swords is moving to calmer waters, and this is another one of my spirit guide cards. And it's like Spirit is the one like steering this boat. They're steering you into easier, calmer times, better times, like leaving the whatever this devil is for you behind. And that's tied in here with this Nine of Swords, and of course, like they both have this black background, which tells me that those cards are connected. So it's these, like the negative thinking, the overthinking, the stress and the worry regarding this uncertainty, and Spirit wants you to release yourself from that like bondage that it has over you, and let these beings around you in nature speak to you. When you, and I know if you're here listening to this reading and you're open to these kinds of things, right? And I feel like this is just coming through as a reminder. I just saw a hawk fly by my window, and I just got a battery notification. My battery's getting ready to go out, and Spirit told me this was going to be a short message. So Spirit just wants you to release this anguish. Okay, that's the word that just came through when I touched this card. Release this anguish over the uncertainty about your path moving forward, and connect with the birds and the insects and the beautiful things in nature, and open yourself up to receiving messages from them. And you will start and don't second guess what you receive. In the Fool here as the last card, don't second guess what you receive. You will often get like really encouraging, uplifting messages, and you will think, when you're connecting to animals in nature, okay, and you might second guess them and think it's just your mind like making things up. And I've learned the more that I trust what I receive even more, and I get so many confirmations telling me that those messages were absolutely what I heard and I wasn't making it up. So Spirit wants you to take this, like, this is Fool here. It is this carefree energy. It goes perfectly with the pages. This is like turning a new page. I'm hearing deciding to let go of the anguish, and it kind of can become almost a habit of like really getting in your head and worrying and creating this stress and this restriction that you feel in your body when you're faced with uncertainty. And Spirit is saying, if you take on this, you know, accepting things are what they are, but you can still choose to be like lighthearted and happy and lighten your load, you're going to feel so much better, and you're still going to get through the forest. You're going to get through to the other side of whatever this thicket of thorns is for you. But Spirit's saying you can do it with a lightness in your step, and it's just going to make the journey so much easier. All right, I'm going to leave the message there. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you as part of my community here on YouTube, and I'll see you really soon. Bye.